Hey everyone, it's Nikki. So I wanted to show you today how our Touch Foundation, how it covers so well. The coverage on it is just amazing. I'm going to show you how it can cover a tattoo up and you won't be able, it'll be pretty much invisible to the naked eye. So this is what a lot of people are doing who have tattoos and they're going out, and they have to do certain events or whatever, and they can't have their tattoo shown. Or you go to work and you're like, oh, I can't really show that tattoo, but I don't want to get rid of it or whatever. Or you got to put like a Band-Aid on it or something like that. I don't have tattoos. I have a fake tattoo I made. I put on my arm, and this is a little owl guy. I am going to show you guys how I'm going to cover him up with the cream and the powder foundation. So it comes in two. You can get two of them. You can get one or the other, but I recommend you probably want to choose between the powder and the cream and go back and forth until you get the coverage that you want. Everybody's skin tone is going to be different. Everybody's skin texture is going to be different. So you need to figure out what works for you. For me, it goes cream, then powder, then cream, then powder, and back and forth until I get the coverage that I want. And then I'm good. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is you're going to use a color corrector. I am using the Saucy Lip Stain as the color corrector. It's red. You need to have a red color corrector. So if you don't want to use the Saucy Lip Stain, you can use the Primal eyeliner as well. The lip stains are 24. The liners are 16. So however you want to do it, it works for you, whatever works for you. But you really need to have a color corrector. If not, it's not going to color. It's not going to cover like it's supposed to. So you want to correct, then you want to cover. There'll be a test later. Make sure you know that. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I did put it on my right arm, which was really dumb because I'm right-handed. So I'm going to do this all left-handed. So we'll see how this all goes. So I'm going to take my Saucy Lip Stain and we're going to put it right on top of his head. And I'm just going to kind of color him in a little bit just on his head. We're going to do just the top part of the tattoo so you can see how it covers. And we're going to do his little wings. And just like that. Okay. So you can see there's the Saucy Lip Stain on top of it. Let's fix this wing. There you go. Okay, so where it's red is where it's going to cover. The rest of it we're going to leave like this. So I want to show you how the one half is going to be covered and the other half you'll be able to see. So you can really see the difference between the coverage of, the mineral foundation and the powder. So what you want to do is you want to let this dry. You don't want to do it while it's wet, so we're just going to kind of fan it off a little bit and let it dry. Now, because it's not a real tattoo, there's glue to it. So when I do this, sometimes what I've noticed when I was doing this on the fake tattoos, is because the glue, it kind of comes off. So it makes like a bumpy look to it. But if you have a real tattoo, obviously your tattoo's not going to come off. So it'll just cover it just fine. I don't have anybody close to me that has tattoos, so I can't use any of them as well. So I'm just going with my gut, and this was my gut. It said, use the removable tattoos that your daughter has that she's not going to use. And then make sure it's dry because we don't want to put it on when it's wet because then it'll just smear it. So, okay, so we're dry. So now we're going to put the Glorious Face and Eye Primer on. Okay, we need to put this on top. So you're going to put just a dab. You don't need a whole lot of that, guys. I mean, that Glorious Face and Eye Primer is a good investment. It will last you a long time. I've had it since November. I use it daily on my face, on my eyes, on my hair. Yes, ladies, you can use the Glorious Face and Eye Primer for your hair. It gets rid of the frizzies. Unique has everything they have is so versatile. Not one of their products usually you can use for something else. Everything is so versatile. You can use the face and eye primer for a whole bunch of different things. You're using the lip stain for a color corrector and not just for your lips. See, just all this great stuff. So we want to let the primer soak in just like we would on our face. We do not want to put once we put the primer on our face, we want to let it soak into our skin, and then we want to put the makeup on top. Don't put the primer on then add the makeup, because then you'll just smear everything and it'll look a mess. It'll look a hot mess. Let's be honest. So right now, I'm just going to let a few seconds and let it just kind of sink into my little owl tattoo there. I actually kind of like him. I think he's kind of cute. I would get an owl tattoo there. He's pretty cool. But anyway, let you know just while we're waiting here, you can buy, these in sets. So you can buy a set of 2 for $62. When you go to my party link, you can pull up all the different sets. When you go to shop, look where it says sets, and then you can find lip stains, eye pigments. You can find the foundation. They also have a contouring set where you can get the blending buds and the 2 BB creams. There's all sorts of things you can do with the sets. Eye brushes. The possibilities are endless, really. And then you can also go and look at the collections, which will also save you money when you get the collections, because you get this really nice bag, and then you also get, which is behind me right here, and then you will also get a bunch of different products. So you can try a bunch of different things. You're not sure what you want, but you want a bunch of different things. You buy the collection, and then you get all the things that you really want to try, and then if you really want something else, then you can buy that separate. So the collections are really nice. It's a nice way to save money. And I did offer $30 off a collection the other day. Nobody took the deal, but that's okay, because we will be doing something else like that again shortly. I like to give you guys deals because I know you love sales. Sales are like, oh, we love them. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. So we're going to take the cream foundation first, and this is what your foundation looks like. It's a little compact, has a mirror with it, and there's a sponge that comes on top of here. There's a door that covers, which is really nice. I like this idea that there's a plastic door that covers it, so your sponge isn't sitting in the foundation. So it kind of separates the two. So it's really nice. Unique really thinks of everything, guys. I mean, they're just great company. I love working for them. I don't even consider it work. I just consider it fun. So we're going to take this and we're just going to pat it on here, and we're going to cover up Mr. Owl. And he's going to, his head and everything is going to go bye-bye. And all you'll have left is his little wings, or his little body, I should say. Okay. And like I said, I'm right-handed, so I put the tattoo on my right arm thinking, oh, that'll be okay, and that wasn't very smart now, was it? So here's my powder foundation. Same thing. I'm going to use the sponge that comes with it. It's been beat up and used a lot, so I'm just going to kind of rub all the powder off of it. And you're just going to take the powder and cover up whatever we can cover up on top of the cream. And you can see it's starting to cover it up a little bit more. And just kind of dab it on there. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So now we got powder. We're going to go back to the cream. I'm going to use the foundation brush that I have. We're going to go back to the cream, and we're just going to kind of cover it up a little more. You guys are going to be amazed at how this covers. It's just phenomenal. I've never come across a makeup brand that has the coverage that this has. Usually I am putting numerous coats, and I'm talking like, if I have a pimple, oh my lord, it's hard to cover it, you know, and this stuff, it just covers it right up like it was never there. So you can see he's starting to disappear a little more. There you go. I'm going to go back to the powder. So this, you might have to do this 3, 4, 5 times, depending on your tattoo, depending on, or if you want to cover up your blemishes, whatever you have going on that you need to cover, that just depends on how many coats of this you're going to need. Obviously, if your tattoo is more colorful, you're probably going to need more coverage. Whereas, if you're black and white, you're not going to need as much. If it's got writing and it's just, a tattoo with words and black and white, you might not have to cover it as much. But if you have something like this guy, you might have to cover him a little bit more. Okay, he's going away little by little. I think one more round and he should be gone. So we're going back to the cream again. There it is. Put the cream back on there. And just kind of dab it on there. Yep, this is probably going to be the last coat, guys. So this is about 3. For those of you counting, I think it was 3. 3 coats. And he is pretty much covered up. More with the powder. Okay, there you go. Look at that. Where did he go? He's just got a little tail. He's got no head. Poor little owl. So that is the coverage that you get with the Mineral Touch Foundation. Absolutely amazing. If you know somebody that has rosacea or a lot of blemishes, this is the stuff you want to get or you want them to get, because the coverage is just, it covers everything. I've had some customers that have had rosacea and they've used this and it covers it so beautifully. So they just look so different. And I know people struggle with that sometimes. And I just want to let you know, guys, this is the stuff. It is so nice. And it's mineral based. So you're not putting the chemicals on your face. It just blends into your skin beautifully. Right now I'm wearing mine. I always wear my BB cream. That's what I tend to use. I don't have a whole lot of coverage that I need, but when I do need coverage, I do use the Touch. Right now, I don't have many breakouts. My face is pretty good, so I don't really need that. I just use the BB cream, but it's your choice. So there you go, and now I'm going to show you. There he is. Here he goes. Ready? I'm going to pull the makeup off of him. There he is. He's still there. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right, so guys, like I said, they're $62 for a set. If you want to go and order off my party link, I will put it on the comments below the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.